I'm Liesel van der Merwe. I'm the managing editor of Floors magazine, and we are here in the Belgotex Floors Johannesburg Showroom, an absolutely beautiful new space full of inspiration, ideas, and brilliant products. But what I want to talk about today is the sustainable journey that Belgotex has been on. And in all our talks in terms of green buildings and how to specify more responsibly, I want to know from Belgotex, what are they bringing to the party and how can architects and designers specify better when they're looking at their products? So with me is Philip Button. Philip is an expert in this field and he's going to share with us the sustainability journey that Belgotex has been on. Welcome, Philip.
Hi, Liesel. Thank you very much.
So can you take me through this whole process? Where does sustainability start? What is it that we need to know when specifying?
Sustainability starts from a forwarding point of view at different spaces. So it starts with the production process of the product, as well as the waste that's generated during production process that gets recycled and being put back into the product. So what you'll see over here with regards to one of our processes that we have polypropylene, which on your creel ends over here during production process we will create waste, which is these waste fiber pieces that we have over here, and that waste we will take in the factory. All the different kind of waste that we have, that we will take the waste fibre and we actually put it through a pre-needling process where we create an underlay for all our broadloom carpeting for commercial as well as residential that is made up of 100% waste material, post-production waste, and that's recycled. So this is waste generated in our own factory that we put back into product that's usable for our own products.
So not going into landfills anymore?
Not going into landfills,
okay.
Not at all, not at all. Then we have another process where we would actually take waste that's generated also from yarn systems, which are all these yarn pieces we have left over during production of our material. We would take this waste material and this goes through a production process or recycling process rather, called the Arima machine, that would take the yarn systems or the raw material and work it back into a pallet format, which is the recycled pallet that is then generated from the waste yarn itself. This would be taken and would then be worked back into our production process to create recycled content in the product. So if a professional would say, I'm looking for recycled content within a product, it's based on different factors. It's based on the yarn that goes in, is there recycled content in it? What is the makeup of the other levels that contribute to the makeup of the product? And that would give that product its total recycled content over the weighted area of the product itself. Generally what people would think is that if you're putting in waste of a percentage of 35% or 70% and you add all the other facets together, you get something almost 100% recycled. It doesn't work like that. Because there's resins that get added to the product that's not recycled.
Okay.
So you have to look at your recycled content over the weighted area of the product.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Then on our nylon yarn systems, as with the polypropylene we've just gone over, we would have nylon bobbins. We would also create waste during our production process.
Wow.
And this waste would be taken and worked back into a pallet format. So that would be your pallet format, which is the recycled pallet. So this pallet would be taken, worked onto a bobbin over here, a yarn system like this that we have, and that yarn will be taken and worked back into the beginning process of the production process, and that would give you recycled content in the yarn.
Oh, wow. Okay. Quite an intense journey to
it
ensure
is.
that products are being reused, materials are being reused.
It is, because what's important is that at the end of the day, this kind of waste over here in the past would just be used by other industries. And the problem with that is as soon as it leaves our factory, there's a facet of carbon footprint that's created. And one of the other most important factors within buildings is to reduce not only energy consumption, but also carbon footprint.
Okay.
And that's why we try and reduce and work very hard at that to reduce our carbon footprint within our production process and the waste material that we recycle ourselves.
Philip, and this green tag, the certified that you've got here, what does this mean?
Our Green Tag certification is a certification which is globally recognized by industry for products that constitute to 100% of points when a project requires a Green Star rating, maybe 4, 5 or 6. So what the Green Tag does, it ensures that the professional team working on the project have the comfort in terms of knowing that the Green Tag certification ensures 100% points across all green building rating tools.
And I believe you recently obtained a very prestigious 6-star green rating.
Yes, we're actually very fortunate that the Belgotex have achieved the 6-star rating. It's not easy. The 6-star rating was achieved based on an existing industrial production facility, and the council had to develop a tool for that specific rating of our factory, which was the first within South Africa. So Belgotex is very fortunate to be the only South African flooring manufacturer to achieve 6-star rating.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. I think in closing, Philip, if we have to leave the professionals with one thought in terms of the Green Star rating and what Belgotex believes and follows in this journey, what would that be?
Belgotex ticks all the boxes when it comes to sustainability, so they can be rest assured that they will achieve full points on the flooring that they use from Belgotex.
Thank you, Philip. Philip Button here at the Belgotex Floors Johannesburg Showroom. So I want to invite you, architects, designers, developers, even the public, come to the showroom, come learn about sustainability and just experience the brilliant products that Belgotex has got to offer.